Hello, welcome to A Game Dev Plays, where after 5 years of making games I thought I'd finally actually play some. And today we're going to play Donkey Kong Bananza. This has just released on Nintendo Switch 2, and it's the first 3D platformer by Nintendo on the Switch 2. So far I've played through the first probably about 30-45 minutes-ish, and I've just made it to this new area. It's a very interesting area. There seems to be an ocean above us, which is certainly different. So anyway, let us venture forth, shall we? So we can hold down L to make music, and that will show us roughly where we need to be going. But I don't know what this is. Okay, we'll just jump into it and pop it. Nice to know. So the big thing with Donkey Kong Bananza, of course, is all of this destruction going on. So you can pretty much just start punching anywhere you like and start digging through. You can find stuff like gold and bigger pieces of gold, and there are these coins as well that sometimes pop out. Don't really know what any of this is used for yet. Again, I'm right at the start of the game here, so let's go find out. So of course we've got bits of combat. So I believe that's the wrong button. It's ZR, we can hold down, grab a piece up, and then we've got a nice big piece to smack at enemies. Just like so. This one. Yeah. I just found a fossil. Got no idea what that's for. Trade for new fashion items at any style shop. Okay, that could be interesting. Let's head back out here and we can start heading up, because I think that should be where we should be going. Although so far it seems that we've gone down, and I can't seem to get the gold out of here. Maybe that's for a reason. Who knows? But yeah, so far I seem to have gone down. We're in what already looks like quite the dark underground area, whichever it was called before. I think it's minus for the map. Don't know if we can go back. Maybe I was looking here. Collection. Inga Isle Cave-In. That's where we were before, and that already looked like it was sort of a deep, sort of approaching underground level, and we just went even deeper, and then it looks like we're in the sky, although we went down. So I don't know how this works. I don't know what this world is all about, but it's certainly a different design, which is always nice to see. Alright, let's see what you have to say. Salvage a monkey. You the one who hollered as he was falling down here just now. Yes, so Donkey Kong was screaming loudly as we fell towards the ground. They don't take kindly to outsiders, so we best get on out of here. Okay, good for me. So yeah, we also have Odd Rock, which is this purple rock that is sitting on Donkey Kong's shoulder. Don't really know what that's all about. The only thing I do know about this game is whatever was shown in the initial Switch 2 Direct trailer, because I didn't look at any of the other trailers. Since it was Nintendo's first 3D platformer in a while, I thought I should just go for it. And it was made by the same team that made Mario Odyssey, and that game was good, so I thought this one must be. So it looks like we've got to head down. So we can press ZL to roll, and I thought that would be a lot more satisfying. Oh well, we kept coming out of the roll. So punch these things, checkpoints, which is good to see that we have. I don't know if we're able to sort of teleport to checkpoints. Yes, we can. We can teleport or teleport, whatever's going on there. Okay, so we just got another fossil by slowing down there. That's lovely. Again, don't know what they're for yet, though. Okay, so continuing, I found this little place I can punch out, and there's a nice little cave down here. I wonder if there's any secrets to be found. Oh yes, we've got a banana. Yeah. So I'm guessing bananas are sort of the main collectible in this game. If it's made by the Odyssey team, and comparing this to Mario Odyssey, like I know lots of people are, I'm guessing they're sort of the similar collectible to Power Moons. Comparing this to Mario Odyssey definitely does make some sense. Again, designed by the same team, and from a technical point of view, it's definitely using the same engine. Right, let's get that guy out of the way. Yeah, so as I was saying, it makes sense to compare this to Mario Odyssey since it uses the same engine, which makes it a good point of comparison between Switch 1 and Switch 2 as well. since many of the graphical features of the engine should be fairly similar. You can definitely see some graphical similarities just by the look of a game. It's sort of hard to explain, but there's certain ways engines render a game that makes it so you can sort of tell what engine a game was made in by looking at it in certain situations. Of course, it's not always obvious, but with this, I don't know. There's just a look about it. The way that things change in the distance, it lines up pretty close with what we saw in Mario Odyssey if you looked at a deeper technical level. Anyway, back to the gameplay. I've just activated this thing, and going up above it didn't seem to like, so we're just going to punch our way through and destroy that. And was that some little... Okay, we get a banana for that. Okay, so that's some little puzzle there. Nice to see. Nice, and the camera is flipping for a rock. Okay, lovely. I have noticed that the camera is sort of not being perfect in places so far while I've been playing, but we don't want to be all negative. This is a new Nintendo game. We wanna enjoy it. So let's find things that we like. Oh, okay. I managed to get through to another little area here. So we can use music on these purple things, I believe, or at least I could before. Maybe this one didn't need it. No, we can just destroy that one. Alright, I've had a quick check around, can't see anything else immediately down here, so let's head down the big hole. And slam! Okay, so we seem to have dropped a sub-layer doing that. We're now on sub-layer 101. So, does that mean I can get back up if I want to? Because I wasn't quite done up there. Let's see, so go on this, fire up, so that gets all the way up. Gets us to the top of this hole, so... Is there a way back up from here? Let's see. Oh, of course, we can climb the walls. How could I forget? So, of course, building level design when the player has the ability to just destroy most of that level design, it definitely would approach some interesting challenges. Okay, nearly got blown up then. Hey, another banana. So, of course, if you're designing a level knowing that the player can destroy a lot of it, you're going to have to put in some restrictions somewhere, otherwise what would be the point of having level design? You might as well just procedurally generate it at that point. Kind of like Minecraft. So, of course, with this game, what they've decided to go for, once I destroy all of these things, is if we go ahead and just destroy into the ground over and over again, you'll see we will only get so deep before we hit a limit. Keep going. Okay, going quite far this time, but you do eventually hit limits, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll dig down here a little bit further. And here we go. So we now hit this green part here, and as you can see, we can't destroy this material. And it was the same with where I was before, that first area. There were these walls that were coated, it almost looked like a black paint. But it was that material you couldn't destroy back in that area. Of course, you don't want to be too over the top with the restrictions, and from what I've seen so far, they definitely haven't been. It's definitely got a good blend there, and they've done really well with this gameplay mechanic. Looks like we're getting more of these fossils. Still don't know what they're for. So they're saying that thing is blocking the way. What thing is blocking what way? Because we just found a way down to another sub-layer, so I guess it can't be to get further down. So there's this person here, they've got the banana symbol, so I'm guessing they've spotted the next banana for us to go after. Banana I hid in this cave, got buried in a landslide. Find the banana under all that rock ain't exactly appealing. Yeah, they're gonna be full of these banana puns all the way through this game, aren't they? Now this map is also interesting, how it sort of zooms in and out. So it's interesting, you can sort of see it switch here from the high-res models that you are normally seeing when you're down here playing the game, and when you press the button, you can see it's sort of switched to a lower res model. It's easier to see when it zooms back in, but it's going to be interesting to tell if they're either using a completely separate lower poly model for this map screen, or if it's just making use of LODs. Judging by the fast transition and the way it's popping in and out, either could be valid here, but I think they're using LODs for that. Of course, using LODs and separate models isn't exactly too far apart from each other, since LODs are most of the time separate models, but it's in the ways of implementing it. So if you don't know how LODs work, basically as the camera gets further away from a model, either with a player model or with environment models like the whole world here, it will switch from a high resolution or high poly model to a lower poly model. In newer engines like Unreal Engine 5, that can be done automatically, such as with Nanite. But we used to do it where you would have to do that manually. You'd have to make a high resolution model and a low resolution model, and then manually filter out the LODs and what distance you wanted it to switch. So I believe the map screen will be using that. Found another banana though. And we've got a skill point, so it seems when we get a certain amount of bananas, we get these skill points, and we can choose what we want to upgrade. So this is nice, these ones with a little star on, so there's only this one with a star on, that's what the game is sort of recommending you go for. But of course it's recommending I get this, and it needs 2 points, and I've only got 1, so I can't go for that. So, okay, so looking at the 2 options I can go for, I think I'm going to go for this jump shot. I could of course save my skill points, but I think I'm just going to go for that. So this is also a nice little feature to have. So in lots of games you can have places where a lot of loot is sort of thrown out onto the ground and you might not be able to pick it all up in time within a time limit. But this is nice, we can press R, Donkey Kong slams his hands on the ground and all the gold is automatically picked up. That is a very, very nice feature. Okay, so apparently we stumbled across the secret fishing spot. I think I might know a guy that would like to go to a fishing spot. Okay, there's this little blue balloon thing over here, so see if this does anything. Oh, it's raising this platform with a banana on. Of course. Can we get this banana if it's underwater? Yes, we can. Okay, so we can destroy these bubbles. That's going to make that ship fall down. Or just destroy it, girls. Everything in this game seems to be about destruction. And, well, certainly makes for a fun game so far. Oh, well, okay. There's a banana just in the wall. Okay. I do wonder if we're going to have a similar situation to Mario Odyssey's Power Moons, again, being made by the same team. In Mario Odyssey, the value of Power Moons was very, very strange. You could have these really hard to get to, long-winded missions to get a singular Power Moon, and then you could just find one sitting on the side of a cliff. That was about 2 jumps to get to. Or, you know, you could get to the end of the game and just buy them all from the shop. Whatever you wanted to do. So I've got another panel that we can hand slap. Okay. And we can look over there. It looks like there's got to be some way to get around some of these obstacles. Hey, isn't that interesting? We put it into photo mode here to pause. Look at the texture work on here. That looks like the girders from the Donkey Kong arcade game. Nice to see them calling back to that. Yeah, those are the kinds of little details that I like to see. Now, of course I like to see them. I didn't say I like making them. I am not good at texturing, and I will admit that. Okay, so we can see this big purple thing up there. I'm guessing that's what we've got to go and destroy. That's what that monkey back there was talking about. Of course, we can't seem to get up here, so yeah, we can't climb up this material, and I can't get past this. I'm guessing there's got to be a way to destroy it, considering there are 3 bits of gold on it. I wonder if there's some way to break the gold on it, if that will make it be able to be destroyed, or can it just be destroyed anyway? It looks like we've put a dent in that. Okay, I'm still kind of unsure on that. Let me try picking this up. Ah, okay, so that's it. So we can get, is it these enemies that are, yeah, so these enemies are carrying them. So we need to find some way of getting one without it blowing up on impact. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Right, so to get one, how are we going to do this? There are lots of these little things. Okay, let's see. Can we catch these? Yeah, make a bit of a bigger hole so you can see me. And then throw it. Throw it. Okay, that went wrong. Okay, made it back up. Still got to think of how I can blow this up though. Okay, more of these, more of these. Okay, I'm completely confused on how I can get more of those rocks to blow stuff up. I also only have one heart, which is bad. Now, when doing the music things tell me where to go, it's telling me that there's an objective over that way. So I might just have to leave that for now while I figure some more out. Ah, okay, so there's 2 rocks down here actually. So I wonder if I can carry one of these all the way over. Okay, nearly there. Alright, we made it this far, so now I've got to see about getting over here, but can we climb? Okay, we can climb with these things. Okay, and there we go. Blown up. I believe I've been taking fall damage also. I'm not 100% sure though. Okay, so we've made it up here. Let's start punching this. So what do we get for here? Is this some kind of main objective? Or of course it's more bananas. Why would it not be? Okay, so we've got another objective. Fix the water shortage. Kind of want to see what's down the hole. Okay, Donkey Kong's going in for a dive again. There we go. Orangutan Highway. So, of course, we're back down on this lower sub-level. That's banana. And that counts for 3, does it? Okay, so we get another skill point already. So I think this time I will save up my skill points and get some of these that need 2 points. That'll probably make the most sense. So it looks like it's leading me on to a new objective now. So I think for this first just little playing of the game video, we will leave things here. Thank you very much if you are watching this far. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video, and subscribe for all sorts of content coming from me on all sorts of different games, and somehow relating them to my experience in game development, because that's always fun. So I'll go ahead and leave you a Donkey Kong Strange expression here, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.